guys! It's time to hear about my holiday in Hampshire. So we went on holiday to Hampshire 2 weeks ago. It was on the 7th. It was on my cousin's birthday. Yep. Liz's birthday that day. So the morning of the holiday, we got up early. I got bits and bobs done. The taxi arrived. We got in. There was 4 suitcases. Yeah, all of them were very heavy. And we got there. Did all the usual stuff when we got there. Bags checked. And yeah, everything else. And we had to wait for the plane. So we were just waiting there. I know that part is dull. We're just at the seats, waiting for our flight to be announced. I had some water. Yeah, Scottish water always tastes different than the usual water I have here. I'm not always used to things being different when we're on there. I did play some games to be entertained. And yep, it was time to head to the boarding area. So we got on, got our seats, and then we were off. So anyone have a feeling that the bumpy bit when it goes faster is not their favourite part? We can see loads of things from down there. I think you all remember that video I did about the last year's holiday with the mic last time. Yep, I will link that in. I probably might link the other one as well. I spotted everything in Hampshire down below. I know, but there was so many boats in that water. The grass was a lot, not very green, but it was dry because of the drought. So we landed. We got our suitcases and everything else. I mean, there's the duty free, but I'm not always interested in buying stuff in there. So, yeah, and then, of course, we had to get lunch at McDonald's. I mean, I did have it yesterday as well. And this video will be up tomorrow on the 18th. We got the shopping done. And then we had to drive to the holiday cottage. It was a nice area. So we found it. Had a look around. Unpacked. Had my dinner. So I slept on the top bunk. And yeah, don't know why the weather was just good all of a sudden, because I know it was like sunny and it never actually rained because it only rained back here. So the first night went well. It was fun. And then day 2, it was boring. We just went shopping. And I recorded the house tour video on that day and put it up on the 9th. Which was the week before. I think you already know. But not yet. I'll tell you at the end. Moving on to day 3. Yeah. It did get a lot hotter while we were in Hampshire. We went to the inflatables water park. It looked fun. The inflatables looked really cool. My parents and I had wetsuits and life jackets on, but it was so uncomfortable. I was trying to scratch my back because the zipper was irritating me. We were listening to the rules. We got out there. We were on Neptune. Had that on, so it was visible so they can see it. Then when we got into the lake, oh my gosh, it was cold, it was deep, and I was like, oh, I can't do it, I'm too scared to jump. So I just did safe entry, and then eventually I swam. I mean, I was worried about drowning in it. I mean, I had the life jacket on, but you don't even know how deep the lake is, because I have no idea, because it's who knows how deep. So we made it there, did everything on there, but I was just scared about falling in. I was doing good deeds, helping Mum and Dad out the water. It was mostly Dad falling in, but I was the only one who didn't want to fall in. Because if I did, I would be really scared. Because I wanted to go swimming, and we just did the lake, and Dad thought I'd like it. I mean, I like the inflatables, but the idea of falling into the lake when you don't know how deep it is, no, not my cup of tea. Sorry. There was a slide, but I was just scared about going down, and yeah, very steep. And the the jumping beanbag thing, like, two people jump on it and then the other person goes flying into the air, into the water. Yeah, didn't do that one. I was like, yeah, probably shouldn't. We were lucky because we got the horn, but I was scared about jumping in again. Made it back to the board, and then I was crying. I was upset because I didn't get to swim around there properly, because all I wanted to do was go in the pool and have fun. I'll be doing that at some point this week. Hope. The rest of the day was not that great. I was just upset all day about the jumping. Day 4, did the horse riding. Oh, it was fun. I remember first doing it 10 years ago when I was 9. Now it's 10 years later and I'm 19 and I'm still riding. Oh, we've done it since 4 years ago. Pretty sure we've mostly gotten boy horses. My parents and I all got girl horses, so I got Indy, Dad got Molly, and, well, it was Mum's first. Oh no, I got mixed up. No, Dad got Rosie, Mum got Molly, because that was her first time riding, and we all got girlies, girl power. It was so much fun doing all the riding. We just went around in a full circle. I never saw the peacocks though, because I wanted to see them. Mum and Dad's horses were being quite naughty, just eating the ferns. Is that even good for them, or what? Well, they were getting away with it, and, well, mine was doing it as well, but I managed to stop her. I was doing a good job on the reins, and she actually listened to me, so she stopped eating them and listened. It was mostly Molly and Rosie doing it. I know, it was such a funny sight to watch. And I had a great time. We went to the river next. I never got to go to the park and play on the equipment, so I'm still a bit sad about that. There was a pool there and it looked so much fun. And that was for the kids, and I couldn't go in it anyway because it was too shallow, so. And it wasn't actually fair that they didn't have a pool for the older ones. They should. There's loads of space to build another pool. Yeah, so we just went to the river and, well, wish we had a paddleboard. That would be fun. It was cold when I stepped in, but it was nice just swimming around in the river because that was just different, but I still wanted to go in the pool. There were ducks and swans there, and Mum was worried I was going to go too close to them. But no, I kept my distance from them. I think you've seen that short video of the montage of me swimming in there. But I'm not going to tell you about that embarrassing thing in public because it's censored. We went to Polton's on Tuesday. Oh yeah, that's why it's in Hampshire, because that's where it lives. I only went on 2 rides. That Dracon roller coaster was really scary, really high, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. So yeah, I didn't like that ride. We went on that flying chairs in the air. That ride was fun, not as scary as the other one. We looked at the animals. It was nice. And I didn't get to go around all the park like I did last time in 2016. Oh well. We were in the gift shop. They had K-pop Demon Hunter stuff there. And look! I got Rumi! We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You gonna be golden. So that was day 3, day 4, and that was day 5. So day 6 was Stonehenge. It was really hot that day. Oh, that was a nightmare. We were on the bus and I was sweating like mad in my outfits. It was a bit boring. It wasn't the most exciting place because I couldn't actually walk in that heat. It was slowing me down. And then we went into town next. It was nice. I know, I just keep saying that. At least the AC in the coffee shop cooled me down. So we went around and then we went back. I lost my sunglasses at the waiting room. So I have to get another pair because Boots was the place where I got them. But the reality of my room is all the bugs that I got in there. I did hear an owl outside and saw a cat, looked similar to Heidi, and then a cat who looked exactly like Barney from last year. He turned up a little late on day 6, and there was an eclipse that night. That was so cool. That's why it got dark early. But I'd actually missed that. And it was very hot in my room, so I got good sleeps, but on Wednesday, I didn't get a good sleep. And on Thursday, yep, that's the last day, there's day 7, we went to see the reptiles and the birds of prey. And going around there was so much fun looking at them. And it was hot. Again. We went to the same forest park from, you guessed it, 2016. Went on the rope thing. Fun. Did get stuck on the slide going down because I wasn't very fast. But it was funny. And everything else that happened got too hot while walking. And I didn't get a good sleep on the last night. And then went home on Friday. And that's pretty much Hampshire over. I have now seen both parts of the Defeat One trilogy. Dan and I will be seeing the last part in London next Sunday, so it's next week already. I'm so excited. That's all for the video. See you next time. Bye bye.